am in fact on the floor today with my TBR cart. You guys know I don't do TBR videos often at all. Like, doing a TBR video makes me so anxious because then I feel like I have to adhere to what I tell you guys, and my TBR is so based off my mood. Don't know how to be strict with myself, so I just don't, and I end up scrapping my TBR usually and doing what I want in the moment. So we're gonna try this. It's October, so we have October, November, and December left, if you guys didn't know the months of the year. That's 3 months. And at the beginning of the year in January, there was this trend going around on Instagram saying 24 books you're gonna read in 2024. And I partook. I think my priority is that 24 and 24 list. Here's a prettier view of this list. And I have read 18 of the books on this list, which makes me really proud of myself, honestly. Luckily, all of the books that I have remaining on this list are very fall/winter vibes for me. So that's really exciting. At least it'll put me in the mood. But unfortunately, Bloodguard is not available yet. I don't know what has happened with this book, but the published date has been pushed like 5 or 6 times. And I don't even know what really drew me to putting this on my list. Like, I remember seeing it, I think, in one reel or TikTok at some point, but that's it. Like, I literally know nothing about this book or this series. So I am looking forward to reading it one day, but I'm going to scrap it from this 24 and 24 TBR list. So really, that leaves 5 books left on this list that I need to read before the end of the year. And if my TBR planning does go to plan, then I'm pretty sure that fitting these 5 books in is really realistic for me, so I don't have a doubt that I can read them. It's just, does my mood want me to read them? I do plan on vlogging this experience of finishing my 24 and 24 and 2024. Confusing. I have done a lot of talking and I haven't even said what the 5 books are. First book on this list is actually The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I want to read in the next month or so, and I plan to do it with a friend or 2. I have a group of people who want to read it at the same time that I do, so hopefully a buddy read will get me through this gigantic book. So this one is a priority. The Priory is a priority. And another one on this same list is Hellbent. This book was wrapped and I unwrapped it thinking I was going to film it for a video, and I ended up not doing that, so still have not read this. Pretty sprayed edges though. Very excited to continue the series. I did really like Ninth House, so I'm hoping to like Hellbent. I've seen mixed reviews, but I don't really care. I like this world and I like Leigh Bardugo, so I'm hoping that I like the second book. Then, oh my god, where is it? Oh, actually, I plan to read it this month, so it's actually over here. So mad at myself for not reading this yet. Empire of the Vampire was one of my favorite books of 2022, so I'm very excited to pick this up. It kind of just fits in that winter vibe for me though. Like, picking it up during the summer didn't make sense to me. Like, I wasn't in the mood to read it, and now I am. Then we have A Dawn of the Onyx, which I have not heard literally anything about. Don't know how it ended up on this list. I think at some point I was just kind of like scrambling to find books to put on this list. This is a book that I plan to read on Kindle, and I will read it this year. I actually do have an interest and a time that I think I'll read it because I'll be traveling towards the end of the year, so I think that'll fit in pretty perfect. Then we have A Daughter of No Worlds, which is one of my wrapped books. So I don't know which one it is, but I guess I can open it. This looks too short. This could be it. This could be it. So let's see. Let's see which one this is, because I don't even know. No, this is an Anna Huang book. I don't want to read that, but it's one of these. Let's see if this is it, because I need to read it, so I might as well open it. Yeah! Oh my god. Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I don't know anything about it, but I'm excited to read it. Those are the 5 books that are still left on my 24 and 2024 list, and I'm, again, really proud that I've read 18 of these already. These 4, Hellbent, these 2, and then The Priory of the Orange Tree, I would love to do in a reading vlog, so if you'd like that, let me know. Fingers crossed I can actually read all 4 of these in the next 3 months. Then we have month by month. I'm gonna go over what I want and what I plan to read in the next 3 months. If you guys have any of these on your TBR, please go follow me on my Bookstagram, message me, and I would love to do buddy reads. I average about 8 books a month. That's pretty typical for me, sometimes over, sometimes under. So usually in my little reading journal, you guys have seen my reading journal a million times, but I write down 8 books that I would tentatively want to read that month. For October, I have God of the Woods, because this is my Patreon book club pick of the month. 4 books, sorry, I'm not even gonna mention, because all 4 of these are for a YouTube video that I'm filming next week, so I don't want to spoil what that video is about. Frida McFadden has a new book called The Boyfriend that just came out this week, and I'm very interested in picking that up because her books are usually quick, fast-paced, and easy to read. Like, there's no brain power in her books, so I would like to pick this up maybe towards the end of the month, but I'm not putting any pressure on myself to read this one. It's not that important to me. Okay, now I'm gonna say November 22nd, 1963 by Stephen King. What do people call this book? 11/22/63? Like, that's what I'm gonna assume people call it. And I'm actually currently reading this for a vlog because I've never read a Stephen King book before, so I wanted to vlog it. Confess by Colleen Hoover. Play the cricket music. I have a reason for this one. One, it's available on my Libby. And 2, it's for a video next year. So I'm planning ahead for you guys. Just know I don't really want to read it. Daisy Hates and the Great Undoing. I binge read the past 2 Magnolia Parks books. I binge read Daisy Hates last month, and then I also binge read the 3rd Magnolia Parks book. Picking up the 4th one just makes sense. Literally every single day for the past week since I finished the last Magnolia Parks book, I have thought about those characters in that world, so I'm dying to get back into it. That is a must and a definite read for October. Like, I will absolutely be reading that this month. Promise Me Not. Where is that? Right here. Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. I read Say You Swear 2 years ago. Adored it. I actually gave it 5 stars. I would have to reread Say You Swear to even remember a single thing from that book. I do remember the plot twist and the end and the 3rd act conflict pretty well, but I don't remember anything about the characters, and I do remember there being so many characters that I would need a refresh. So I do want to, like, this I put on my TBR this month because it's a new release, so I thought I would read it, and it came in the mail 2 days ago, so I was like, yeah, like, I'll read it this month. I don't really want to. This is maybe. Like, if I have time this month, maybe. And then for October as well, I really want to read Daughter of No Worlds. And these, honestly, these are on my TBR for the next 3 months, not just this month. But Daughter of No Worlds, I would love to read this month if I can and if I'm in the mood. And then Empire of the Damned, like, I would like to get to it this month if I can. That is October. Now, November. Of course, the first book that's always on my TBR is my Patreon book club pick, so whatever we vote on for November is what I will be reading. Hexed by Emily McIntyre, because I bow down to literally anything she will write. I love that series. Her Fractured Fairy Tale series are some of my favorite books ever. It is The Little Mermaid, my favorite. So I'm very excited for that Fractured Fairy Tale. Emily McIntyre, she knows how to write some dark, sexy, spicy stuff, and I'm really excited for that. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. Wait, where is that? I don't know where any of my books are, but Slaying the Vampire Conqueror I do own, and it's because I think it's a part of that whole series, Serpent in the Wings of Night. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a part of that series. And the 3rd Serpent in the Wings of Night book comes out called Songbird of Heart and Stone. I think that's what it's called. I'll put it right here. November, that is when I want to read Priory of the Orange Tree. Wicked by Jennifer Armentrout. Again, it's for that video that I'm filming next year, so not really a book that I'm really dying to read or wanting to read, but it is available on my Libby, so I'll probably listen to it, and again, it's for a video that I'm planning ahead of time. And then after that, for November, I have nothing else planned, so my month is pretty open. Then in December, sorry, I'm looking down at my laptop. Book club pick, duh, number 1, top priority, of course. I want to reread the whole Discovery. Yo, I can't find any of my books today. Oh, good. Do I really have to put it up on the screen? Okay. I want to reread the whole Discovery of Witches trilogy because the Blackbird Oracle came out recently, and I really want to read that. And I did not read Times Convert, and I really want to read this. Like, I didn't even know it existed until a few months ago, which is Matthew, our main male character, before he met Diana, I'm pretty sure. So excited for this prequel. then to reread Discovery Witches, then to read The Blackbird Oracle, which takes place after the Discovery Witches trilogy. So it it lines up perfectly. In December, I want a nostalgic read, and I haven't read the series in 4 or 5 years, so very excited to get back into it, especially since it's what got me into reading and creating my booktube. Then I want to read, because it's on my physical TBR and it's beautiful, Gothicana. I don't know what it's about, but just look at it. You'd want to read it too, right? It looks like winter. Like, does this not look like a December book to you? It just screams December to me, so I'm going to read that. Then I want to read Taming 7, because why not? I do want a contemporary romance in December, like a planned one, so I do plan to read this. It's also very short compared to her others, so that interests me. Like, I could probably read it pretty quick. Also, for that video that I'm doing next year, a book called Hero and a book called Him that I plan to listen to, because again, they are on my Libby's. Honestly, that's kind of it for my tentative TBR. Obviously, these books are also on my TBR. This is my physical. Like, yes, I'm going to read these at some point. Keywords, some point. And like I've said before, my TBR does change pretty often, but I've gotten really good at just picking books that I want to read and putting them on my TBR anyway. So I plan, like the TBR that I just told you for October, November, and December, I'll probably read 90% of them, which is a pretty good percentage because I genuinely want to read them. So I've gotten really good. I used to just throw books on my TBR. Now I do a little bit of research, or I'm just like very confident in my picking skills now. That is it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Also, I wanted to show really quick this journal. If you guys have been subscribed for the duration of my channel, I've had this journal since 2021. And it's finally full. I've used it up. Literally, like every single page has been used. I have loved this book so much. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to treasure this journal. The only reason I bought this journal, because I liked it, I didn't even like the cover. It's pretty, but I don't love it. It's because it lays flat, like the spine, it's spineless. So when you write in it, it lays really flat, and I love that. It's by Studio O. Literally, it's falling apart. That's my favorite thing. Like, it's been loved, it's been loved. So I got a new one because I need one for 2024. Isn't she beautiful? I mean, she's so pretty. This one's from Barnes & Noble, so it's not that special, but I've already started planning for next year, which is a lot of fun, and I do plan to have this one for the next few years. I'm a loyal journal owner. That's sad, though. That's sad. We're moving on. Better things.